Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Softcore series. Silent Knight here, and we're going to be starting our road to solar panels today. We're going to be, well, not starting, I guess we'll be continuing our road to solar panels by creating our industrial blasting furnace. And I have gone ahead and gotten some of the materials ready to go ahead of time. So I'm not sure if I was actually on my last Let's Play, if I even showed the industrial electrolyzer. I'm sure we would have made it on the cast, so I hope we did. Either way, I got that running to make these silicon cells. And as you guys know, these are going to be used to be blasted in an industrial blasting furnace into silicon plates for our wonderful and lovely solar panels. So we'll go ahead and get started on that. Blast furnace. Go ahead and see what we need here. We'll need 4 of these heating coils, which we'll need the rolling machine and some nickel and copper bars. So we'll need 8 of each because they only make 3 and we need 4. So we'll need 8 of these. Actually, I'd like to do 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, jeez. 1, 2, 3. And we'll have 8 actually flat nickel right there. And then we'll need a rolling machine, which I don't know if I left in here or I grabbed. Oh, I did grab it. Alright, so let's go ahead and put that on our energy line here to receiving a power. And while that's happening, we'll go ahead and set up the pattern. There we go. Let's go click that and get that running. Just standard stuff. I'm pretty much just cooking more wood into charcoal as usual, guys, and then pulverizing some sand so I can use the sand to keep industrial electrolyzing more plates, because we're definitely going to go high solar power. So yeah, okay, so that one's done. Go ahead and do that. Click that, and that should pretty much drain her down. As soon as she finishes, break her, so we don't use any excess energy. And that gives us our rolling machine done. So our 4 coils are assembled. Let's just do this in the auto crafting table, so we can at least make our parts as we go, and then we can place them into the table as needed. These, I don't even know why those are still in there. Yes, I still did not clean those out. So there's our 4 coils. How cool is that? Go ahead and put that stuff in our chest there, and we'll continue on. So we'll need 2 gates. I know I actually don't have enough. I'm curious if we actually got around to making Electrum or not. I don't know if we did. We did, actually. Very nice. Alright, so we'll grab 2 Electrum, a piece of refined iron, only some cables. So we'll need 6 of that, and half of these. We'll need these later on as well. So let's go ahead and make ourselves some of those some of those circuits. So go ahead and do this, which is, if you guys remember, our cable pattern, and then since we replaced the redstone with Electrum, we can get 2 circuits per, which is pretty cool. So go ahead and put that in our auto crafting table. So we'll need and now we need 3 advanced machine blocks. Now these are the pain in the butts. I did go ahead and get our coal dust out of the way. Oh, I might have shorted us. No, I didn't. Okay, cool. So we can go ahead and compress this. However, our compressor is back in our factory, so we need to go take these over. I did get the coal all ground up for us ahead of time because I knew that we'd need them, so I ground them up ahead of time. So we're going to go ahead and throw these in the machinery over here. Oh, I should probably go grab some sand as well, so when we go over there, we can electrolyze more sand. I don't know if we have any open cells. I don't think we actually do. That's actually a problem. The point of the fact that it came back for sand is now almost irrelevant, so good going, Silent. Smart guy, Silent. Alright, so let's go ahead and just put this away, I guess, while we're looking at it. We're going to compress these, and that'll give us the 6 carbon plates that we'll need for the 3 advanced machine blocks that we'll need. Then we'll need to actually bring out the roller to roll up some metal for us into comprised mixed metals, these rolled up mixed metal things, basically. So, actually, we look at that at mixed. I think we can search it with mixed. Yeah, mixed metal ingots. So, we basically will mix a bunch of metals together, and that'll give us certain things that we need. So, refined iron, zinc, and brass. I don't think we have any zinc. Tin. I wonder if we can do brass at all with tin. There we go. Tin, ferrous, nickel. So, we can do nickel, tin, and brass. And that gives us, what was that, 3 per? I don't know if I have enough brass. Okay, so we need 6 though in total. So I'll need to make some more brass, I think, as well. But then we'll roll that up, and then we'll compress those, and those will give us our metal plates that we'll need. And then we just pretty much need the refined iron molded into a casing, which is fairly simple if you guys remember. The casing, which is just refined iron in a standard chest pattern. Like that, 3 machine blocks, done. We'll see how many brass we have laying around. Oh, we do actually have enough brass. This is actually very convenient for us. So we'll do that, and then we'll grab 6 tin as well. And what was it, 6 zinc, I believe? Or nickel? 6. We're going to actually go grab our rolling machine now. We shouldn't have put that away. We were not done with it. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and put this back on the line. And we'll do tin on the bottom, nickel on the top, brass in the middle. Like this, to split that stack, to split that stack. There we go. So now this will construct our 6 things that we'll need to compress in order to get the metals. Pardon me. So as this will go here, you can see this little compression bar, and boom, done. Break it so we don't waste any extra. And go ahead and throw this back away. Now we are done with this. We can put that away. How's this doing for energy? I'm actually going to pull that out, and I'm going to take a stack of charcoal and just shove her in here, so that thing just burns forever. And we'll turn it off when we don't need it, so it doesn't like overburn. There we go. Because we are cooking a lot of wood. Giggity. So you guys are aware of that. So now we have these, and now we need to go compress our mixed metal ingots as well. So let's go check that out and see how our carbon plates are doing. They might actually not even be compressed because we did deload. I think we did deload the chunk, so we might not have them done. Don't know. We'll find out. Oh, they are actually done. Very nice. Okay, so now we're going to compress these mixed metal ingots into our alloy that we need. So let's pull up the blast furnace again, so you guys can kind of see what we're working on. And so we need 3 of these we need 3 of these advanced machine blocks, and which take 2 advanced alloy, 2 carbon plates, and a machine block. So we have all the mats we need. They're just compressing right now. If you guys are actually curious on how I've been actually getting enough brick to actually make this building, it's a neat little like invention trick that I like to do. With a lot of different things, but basically what I'm doing is I'm using the igneous extruder that we made, and I believe either the last episode or the behind the scenes. I think the last episode. We have the igneous extruder that produces infinite cobble for us. Now the cobble is automatically pulled from with the fabricator, and it pulls it in and uses the cobblestone to make flint. And then inside of this fabricator, it pulls that flint in with the minium stone and is used to make see, one other interesting fact too is you see this requires a minium stone, yet there's no minium stone in the inventory. However, there's one in this inventory, therefore it's allowed to pull from it and use it simultaneously without actually pulling the minium stone into the inventory. But either way, I'm using this minium stone to pull the flint from this one, and it basically infinitely creates clay for the cost of nothing except for a minium stone, which a minium stone, this one lasts, I mean, they last forever. Not forever, but they last a really long time, and I can make a lot of clay off of a single minium stone. So basically this just sits here and runs, and I get free clay, and that's how I've been building this. Little fun fact for you guys. Hope you guys enjoy that. And this kind of a trick can be used in a lot of different ways. I mean, you could string up a little bit, a few more of these, and put a few more minium stones in here in strategic places to actually create and pretty much accumulate any type of material you want out of those sets. I mean, you can make grass or dirt or cobble or basically anything that you can create out of those and flint and stuff. You can pretty much create an automatic line, which is pretty neat. So alright, our advanced alloy is done. That's cool. We'll let the clay go, and I'll come back, and I'll cook that off screen, and we'll make another episode behind the scenes at some point. Probably can continue building. But this is the good first layer, I think. It's a good little decent first layer. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's go back and actually make our advanced machine blocks, and then we can make our induction furnaces. And if I can get through the hole, there we go. Alright, so now we have these, and these. And there we go, 3 advanced machine blocks. We can put one in the middle, because one in the middle is required. However, these need to get turned into induction furnaces. So in order to do that, we will need 14 copper, 7 for each, and I believe 2 iron furnaces. Electric furnaces, I am mistaken. Well, this is inconvenient. We will need iron furnace. This is a pain in the butt. Let's just use 16 iron. That's okay with me. And they'll create the iron furnaces, and then we need to convert the iron furnaces into... did I not grab it? I always do that. Always, always, always. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll put this into the furnace and cook these because we'll need more refined iron, I believe, now. So go ahead and put that back in. So for now, we'll go ahead and make our iron furnace because we'll need those. Actually, that's silly. We can just do this. Separation by division. Iron furnace. So if you look down here, iron's... oops, wrong click. There we go. Oh, wow, I'm wrong. Crap. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not wrong. We didn't need that refined iron, though. That is a mistake. However, these are not. We do need another set of electric circuits and 4 redstone, which is no problem. We got that all laying around right here. 3, 4. There we go. And we walk over to... what chest do I want? This chest? Yes, I do. Take 2 of those. Actually, we did need 1 refined iron, so it's not a complete and utter mistake. However, there we go. That's 6 of that, and then we'll need 1, 2, 3 more of that. So we'll need to make more cables, because we don't have any cables. I think I should stock up on cables. I should make a bunch of them for you guys. So we don't have to actually take time to make cables on screen. I mean, it takes 2 seconds, but, I mean, I could cut down a little bit of time for you guys, because I appreciate you guys. Let's go ahead and do that. So now you'll see that we'll do this, this, and now this. There's our electric furnaces. Excuse me. So now we need the advanced machine blocks that we made prior. And then 2, 2, 2. Split, 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 split. Induction furnace. Hyperspeed. Alright, there we go. And now there's our industrial blast furnace, guys. I thought that was actually a pretty quick time. We actually did that fairly quickly. Alright, so let's go ahead and place this down in our factory. However, there's another thing that I'll actually need to explain to you guys, but we'll get to that as we go and place the block down. Alright, I'm off to see the wizard. Alright, where do I want to put this? Well, we can just put it right, I believe, here for now. This is fine. But okay, so I placed the block down, but you can see that the block's not actually activated. You see how the little dot is red? This should actually be green. So we have a problem here, and we need to fix this. If we open up to the interface or the GUI, you can actually see that it says incomplete machine casing. So this is a problem. We actually need to create a casing set for this thing to function. It needs a set of blasting cases built in a certain pattern behind it. And if you actually look here, you can see the pattern. It says on the first level, you need a 3x3. On the second level, you need a 3x3 with the center hollowed out. On the third level, you need a 3x3 with the center hollowed out. And on the top level, you need a 3x3 with nothing hollowed out. So this means we need 3x3x4, which is 36 minus 2 for the 2 empty. We need 34 machine casings. So we look up a casing. There's 3 different types. You have the normal, the reinforced, and the advanced. This one offers 30 heat per block. This one 30 heat resistance per block. This one offers 50 per block. This one offers 80 per block. As you try to go up higher and higher, they become more increasingly difficult to create and more expensive to create. As you can see, this creates a highly advanced machine block, really expensive. What we're going to do is we're going to actually... oh, actually, we did actually need refined iron. Okay, so I didn't make a mistake. Well, kind of didn't. I lucked out. We actually need a lot of refined iron for this. That's inconvenient. So I don't actually have any of that cooked up. So I'm going to get the cooking immediately here. But however, you can see that we can make... basically, they come in 4s. So we'll need to construct 9 sets, because you'll need 36, because you need 34. So we'll have to construct 9 sets of this. So we need... we can actually use machine frames, but I'll just use machine blocks because it's easier. Hold on, I must sneeze. Okay, sorry. As you can see here, what was that, a bronze casing? We don't actually have a machine hulls, though. So we'll need 14 refined iron per craft, and we need 9 crafts. So that means we'll need 90 plus 36, so 126 refined iron, which is expensive, but however, we can do it. And also I'll show you another neat trick. So the whole reason we need this is we need to blast silicon cells. Now if I open up silicon cells, you'll see that the heat required in a minute, the heat required to blast this is 1500 degrees. Now if you remember, I said every casing offers a heat capacity of 30. So 30 times 34 is only 1020. So we actually will need a little bit more heat which we can actually accomplish by adding buckets of lava into those open spaces. We'll heat it up significantly per bucket of lava. So we'll actually use that trick to bypass that 500 difference that we actually need, the 480 difference that we'll actually need to blast those panels by just using a bucket of lava. So if we go ahead and start working on the casings, you'll see that we'll need more circuits. So we'll need to probably make more Electrum, because we'll definitely need more of that. We don't have much gold, though, so I'll definitely need to go get some gold. We definitely need more iron as well. As I said, we need, what, 120 some, I believe, was the number I actually counted for you guys. So we'll go ahead and get that running, as it's definitely needed as soon as possible. And I'll go ahead and get that going. I'll make a few cases just to show you guys how it goes, and I think I'll complete the rest of it off screen, but just so you guys can kind of see. Well, actually, I'll make them, but I won't place them, so you guys can kind of see firsthand how these things are actually created. Because I wouldn't want to deprive you guys of that amazing experience together. We could share that moment, you know. Well, I'll go ahead and make that, though. We'll need... Shoot, we don't have any more Electrum. Well, that's a bummer. I'll go ahead and just use redstone for now, because I believe that's all we can do. I could make some more Electrum, but that will take some time, and that's okay. We'll waste a little bit of materials, and I'm okay with that. It's not too big of a deal for me. So let's go ahead and do this, and 2 split, 2, 2, split, 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 2, 2, split, 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 2 and 2, and 2. So there's our circuits. And now we need to create a machine block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll layer the top and the bottom, like so, with the circuits on the side. Not too shabby. Alright, so you can see we created four standard casings. It's pretty good. I'll actually go ahead and fill up these buckets of lava as well for you guys. And we'll get that filled up, and I'll have everything ready to go on the next episode. Yeah, so this is going pretty well. We'll do a lot of manually blasting for a while, but we'll go ahead and place down this casing. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4. So I placed the first 4. And you can see here, this is the first set right here. Basically, we pretty much just placed these 4 blocks here. So we'll have a lot of machine casings to go and blast, but it'll definitely be worth it, guys. Don't worry. Definitely be worth it once we get this going here. For sure, for sure. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Not really. How's the clay coming? Clay's coming pretty good. I'm probably going to have another build episode soon to continue up on my factory. The first level of the factory is going to have to deal with creating solar panels. I think on the roof I'm going to put a bunch of solar panels in right away. And then figure out some way I want to actually transport it. But for now, we're good to go. I think one of these upcoming episodes, I'm definitely going to work on rerouting our entire energy system as well, because we definitely need a better energy system. Like this works and everything, but I want everything to be powered off of our stuff that we got going on. So we're going to have to start pulling wood from the system and cooking that into charcoal and using the charcoal to cook our systems. So we'll figure that out. Either we'll use Stirling engines or some kind of generator chain. Either way, we'll figure it out, and you guys, it'll be fun. I think you guys will like it. We'll definitely have a good time. So, how many is this burned? Wow, it's burned like nothing. Holy crap. So this is all fill on sand. Let's pull that out. And we'll put that in the electrolyzer once there's space. Is iron still cooking? That's good. I believe we're pretty much wrapping it up here, guys. I think I'm going to whip up some more Electrum here quick, because we definitely need that. I should definitely get around to making our induction smelter too, because that's a really, really neat machine. Because then it'll allow me to just induction smelt it right up without having to mess around with any kind of intermediate pulverizing, which is really nice. A really nice feature. I have gravel bucket. Yes, I do. Put the sand away too. Eventually I'll just move all this over, like I said, off screen and stuff like that, so you guys don't have to watch all that. But might have a behind the scenes for some of this junk. Let's see. That's cooking. That's pulverizing. Get that done pretty quick here. I'll mix it up and we can throw it in to be cooked as well. I'm definitely having the next Thaumcrafting episode coming up as well soon, because I mean, come on, let's face it, we all love Thaumcraft, right? Especially because now we're into tier 2 Thaumcrafting, which is really fun. I'm really excited to do that for you guys. I'm really pumped. Hope you guys are too. Definitely gonna have a lot of fun with that. Nope, no, Mr. Cobble, you can go back in there. Alright, so this is the silver, and last piece of silver is finishing up, and then the rest of the gold is filling up, and then that'll pulverize, and we'll mix up that, and then we'll smelt that, and that'll give us a really nice set of stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'll take care of a little bit of stuff off screen, but this is pretty much it. And hope you guys learned a lot about the industrial blast furnace, which actually has a lot more purposes. Stay tuned to see a lot more uses of the industrial blast furnace. Other than that, guys, until the next episode, you guys take her easy, and thanks for watching.